Easy to identify the two teams, of course. And can Bourg finish the regular season with a win that will guarantee their appearance in the playoffs? The tip is won by Valencia. Sergio de la Raya finds Rivas. Plenty of really good three-point shooters on this Valencia squad. Lopez Arostegui can't get a piece of that, but Rivas has knocked it away beautifully. Sent it back to Badillo. Badillo sends it further back to De La Raya, so they'll get a second bite at this with the clock now ticking. De La Raya will hang it in there and bank it in beautifully, the youngster Sergio De La Raya. He's turned 19 in December. Junior product. It has seen a debut a couple of seasons ago in the Spanish league and really does look like a prospect. Castaneda pulling the strings, going for the jumper, and that's as neat as you like from the 24-year-old Xavier Castaneda. Here comes De La Raya again. Oh, watch out. Yeah, Nate Sestina knocks down one, and they can drop threes from pretty much everywhere. 7 of the players on their roster are plus 40% three-point shooters, and Sestina isn't one of them. But that is his 27th triple of the season. Well, he tried to do it all on his own there. Nowhere else to go with it. That's a nice steal. Nice bit of tracking back there from Ayayi. And that's a nice finish as well. Real little burst there from a man we talked about already, Maxime Salash. Getting in front of Sestina, drawing the foul as well. But all that coming from the hustle of Joel Ayayi with the steal, and that is how they live and die, Bourg. They will hurt you with their steals. Valencia will hurt you with their threes. And we're seeing plenty of evidence of both already through the first minute and a half of this one. As Salash comes up short on the and one. De La Raya. It's an absolutely loaded backcourt for Valencia. Badillo, the Senegalese player, can't attack the rim, so back it goes to Sestina. Nice movement around. Rivas releases. That opens it up for Badillo in the corner, and he rims out. And that's a break for the visitors. That's a beautiful pass as well, and some flush. Well, how neat was that from Kevin Coquila, the one-time Asvel Jr. Lovely release pass as well. Nobody home defensively for Valencia. Oh, Sestina's got another look. Not going to go this time, though. And they'll keep it alive. Nice pace and energy at the start of this. Beautifully done again. Jordan Usher, who had a big 19-point game when these two teams met earlier in the season. He's off and running as well, and Bourg starting fast. De La Raya running into a dead end. Salash was there making a nuisance of himself. Well, I tell you, if Bourg win that turnover battle, and they usually win the turnover battle, they will fancy their chances of getting the W here. They're a streak team. They started red hot with 4 wins, then they lost 5 in a row, including Harrison Lee Carbonis. But they're on a run of 3 wins in a row in the competition, as Salash looks to do it all himself, and it gets knocked away. I think it was Sestina there with the first contact, Rivas with the finish. The two Nates combining to force the turnover. And we got a whistle at the other end on Kevin Coquila. Look at him trying to sneak through there. Rivas was the first man there. Sestina will sit down, and Chris Jones will come in. I talked about their depth in the backcourt. Chris Jones, a veteran of over 120 EuroLeague games with the likes of Maccabi and Asvel, and of course Valencia. That's some player to bring in off the bench. Another good three-point shooter as well. De La Raya with the nice bounce pass. Finds Jones. Ojale on the screen. Ojale, here he goes, his first attack, and he will get manhandled, but no, he'll push off on Coquila. Well, the official's perfectly placed to see that, and no hesitation in the offensive foul call. As Coquille stands his ground. Salash was there on clean-up anyway. That's well defended by Bourg. 3-point lead through the first 3 minutes of this one. Nice pass once again. Oh, lovely feed. Coquille on the inside to Ayai, and there's another whistle. Oh, Bourg mean business at the start of this one. Xabi Lopez-Arostegui, the skipper, with the foul. Lovely feed inside as well from Coquille. So Ayai, who had a swing through the Washington Wizards 3 or 4 years ago, played a handful of games in the NBA. We'll look to tack on the and one. And, that one will drop. Got a bit of topspin on that. Well, healthy start this for Bourg. Remember, win and they're in, regardless of what happens elsewhere. Jones. De La Rea. Rivas with the release into the paint. Ojelé's lurking in the corner where he can be deadly. Now he releases, and De La Rea will end up there. Ojelé will send it into Lopez-Arostegui in the corner, and a miss. Beautiful outlet pass. Will end up at the intended destination, and nothing doing, but Coquille will pick up from Usher's miss, and then that's swatted away. Rivas deciding that, hey, we got to play some defense here, guys. Because Bourg have come out firing here. We're going to have to make some plays defensively like that. Nate Rivas with the rejection. He will check out. Possession stays with Bourg. Ayai to Castaneda. Castaneda locked one down from here earlier. That one isn't going to go. That's going to be collected by Lopez-Arostegui. And he gets his pocket picked again. It's the steals. They're very, very strong. Bourg, that is a team strength. Jordan Usher picks his pocket, takes it to the house. Now, Ojelé, and he can't get the shot, but Lopez-Arostegui can get it, and that's another miss. De La Rea picks up the offensive rebound. The top 2 offensive rebound teams in the competition going head-to-head here. Lopez-Arostegui wants another look, and that doesn't go. And an important pick-up there from Salash. Ayai spins one way, runs into traffic, stops, slams the brakes on, picks up his own offensive rebound. Will get another one from a tight angle and makes a nice reverse. And Kosea JL Bourg very efficient here in opening up a 10-point lead. And another steal. Here we go again. Coquille gets tripped up by Costello. I think it was just a tangle of feet rather than deliberate, but of course you're going to call that all day long. Well, the turnovers are coming thick and fast here for Valencia against the team that forces the most turnovers in the competition. It's wake up and start playing time for Valencia, which I'm sure is the message from Pedro Martinez. Timeout, and Valencia have yet to this must-win game. They're doing it the way they always do it, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. They've forced 5 turnovers, 3 of them off steals already. And Valencia collectively need a bucket of cold water thrown over them. Pedro Martinez will not have been impressed with what he's seen here. They're 1 of 6 shooting from downtown, which is most un-Valencia-like. Lopez-Arostegui has missed 3 of them. They're looking to build on this 10-point lead that they've got here with Castaneda, Bourg, and that's knocked away by Jones, but there is a whistle. Josep Puerto and Stefan Jovic on the floor. Hugo Benitez has checked in for Bourg to replace Ayai. And it's Castaneda off the Jones foul. Well, I think Frederick Fotux is thinking if the next 35 minutes go like the first 5, we're in business here. Venice, remember, need either Cluj or Bourg to lose. If Cluj and Bourg both win, Venice are eliminated. Second one goes. If Cluj win and Bourg fail to win, Bourg are eliminated. And if both Cluj and Bourg lose, it's Cluj who will be eliminated. Jovic. Wide open here. Puerto all day. Thank you very much. I'm sure that's the message from Pedro Martinez. Come on, we're the top shooting three-point team in the competition by a mile. Let's start sinking some of these threes. We've got to play some defense as well. That's kicked out. Usher. There's a long two attempt coming in, and Salash will pick up the offensive rebound. And again, Valencia might be the top offensive rebounding team in the competition, but right behind them in the stats. Here comes Ojale in the corner. No, I tell you, their three-point shooting is not on tonight. Two of 8. That's not going to go. Coquila can't get that. Costello will pick it up and bring it away and fire it to Ojale. Ojale has missed that one. And then Salash just gets mugged by Costello. I mean, Ojale doesn't miss those. And it was a bad miss as well. And Costello taking Salash out high. I think he might be sitting down. A couple of quick fouls from him, and Valencia, through the first 6.5 minutes here, are no-shows in their own house. Salash. He's got 4 points on the board, as well as 4 rebounds and an assist. Can now tack an and one on. It's a double-digit PIR already here for the Belarusian. Bourg are just ripping through this first 10 minutes here. Salash flawless from the line. The lead up to 13 now. Jovic, the veteran Serb. Puerto. Nothing is dropping at the moment. Puerto did get one earlier. Sestina got one right at the start. And they've missed the other 7. That is not going to get through. Rivas will collect and feed Jones. Jones with the drive. And another miss. It's unbelievable. Oh, hello. All day long, Castaneda. That's a big miss. Gang of Valencia rebounders swarm gratefully on that ball. Jovic spins away. Draws the foul from Xavier Castaneda. But the shooting tonight from Valencia is offline. 9 attempts from downtown, 2 converted. 3 from up close, 1 converted. They're being out-rebounded. They've coughed up 5 turnovers. And everything at the moment is flowing the visitors' way as the veteran Brandon Paul will come into the lineup along with Jean-Marc Poncer, a big rebounder himself for Bourg. Nice pass, Jovic. A nice finish. Nate Rivas, his first of the night. And Valencia finally get themselves into double figures. Highest scoring team in the competition. Benitez hangs it high, and we've got another whistle. That'll be Sestina this time, or is it Jovic on the inside? Looks like it's Jovic they've called. Must admit, didn't see what happened on the outside, but these officials missing absolutely nothing. And it's Jovic they'll catch. Oh no, it is Rivas. I couldn't see much contact there from Jovic. 0% for Valencia. They have not yet been sent to the stripe. That's why Jean-Marc Poncer continues this really red-hot start for Frederic Fotux' squad. 7.5 minutes played against the very strong offensive threat of Valencia, and they've held Valencia to 10 points and put 23 on the board of their own. Badillo with the feed, Puerto, and it's unbelievable. Unbelievable what's going on here. Oh, and it's just miss after miss here for Valencia, whether it's inside or outside. Puerto takes that one. Rivas tries to corral it. Does that go? Yes, it does. Rivas right under the rim. They got work to do here, Valencia. Benitez still got it. Takes it knocked down. Rivas is there again. I tell you, he's having a big game defensively. That's his third block already. Now, can they get their long-range game going here? Let's find out. Badillo, yes. Branco Badillo, another one of those hot shots from downtown. Badillo has knocked down 27, so he can make that 28 for the season. And a triple just lights a bit of a spark for Valencia. Now, can they make another play defensively? Here comes Adrian Nelson. No. Collected by Badillo. Badillo with the nice release pass to Jovic, who will slow it all down. Thought about taking it on, and Rivas had just taken a half step inside. Nevertheless, Nate Rivas has been a real weapon for Valencia defensively. 3 blocks and a couple of rebounds. Puerto, the skipper, did knock down that triple as Sergio De La Rey will come back in. Brandon Jefferson looking to make an appearance off the bench for Bourg, along with Brandon Paul. Adrian Nelson out there as well in a refreshed 5 on the floor for Frederic Fotux. Nice little move there from Jefferson. Jefferson still got it, tries the jumper. Nope. And the offensive rebound, no, it does end up with Nelson somehow, and Nelson banks it. Ponce making a real nuisance of himself to create that opening. Bourg rattle up 25 first quarter points inside the final minute of this first quarter. De La Rey will draw the foul from Nelson, the one-time Bamberg man. But this has been the perfect start for Bourg. Badillo with the inbound. De La Rey. Benitez trying to guard him. De La Rey will try and goes through himself, and that's never going to happen. Ponce surrounded by 3 defenders, was not going to give that up. And he'll fancy himself to win the next duel as well. There's some real intensity about their work. Look at that. Just not having it. I mean, Sestina's doing everything he can to try and get rid of that. Ponce is not going to let it go. Badillo knocking down that 3 there. But, 3 triples on 10 attempts for Valencia. Ponce at 2 meters 8. Will fancy this one, but it's Sestina that wins it. And Sestina will pot shot for 3 and drain it off the Lopez Arostegui pass. Now that's more like it. Valencia with a 4th triple, reducing the deficit to 7. Can they come up with another defensive play here to at least take some momentum into the second quarter? Benitez taking it all on his own. Really nice with nothing else on. Benitez very, very cool, but that does give Valencia one last chance to strike here before the buzzer. De La Rey, no, it's not going to go. That Ponce knocks it down, and that's the end of the first quarter. And it's not a good first quarter for the home side at all. And it's real encouragement here for a Bourg squad that know they need the W here. Well, one act of this. Well, Frederic Fotux was talking about the keys to success. And every box in that first quarter has been ticked. Benitez will send it back to Jefferson. Oh, again, really nice passing. And then Lopez Arostegui is there to force the turnover as Adrian Nelson spills it. De La Rey Benitez in front of him. Hello. Badillo. Oh, leaves Jefferson standing. Jefferson appealing in vain to the referee. No idea what for. He's not getting a call there. Now Badillo taking what's available. And talk about taking what's available. They've been doing that very efficiently. That's Benitez again. Really good control. Here's Badillo again, and that's not going to happen. And it's picked up by De La Rey, and that will come off a Bourg defender, which I think was Benitez back there. Been around seemingly forever. This is 5th Eurocup. Young Hugo Benitez, part of the junior system at Bourg. De La Rey it is with the inbound. Badillo. De La Rey immediately closed down by Benitez. He wanted to take the 3 on. Now he will take it on, and that is just not going to have enough on it. And we've got a whistle there. Jefferson on Badillo. De La Rey with the inbound. Oh, hello. Nobody anywhere near him. Xavi Lopez Arostegui timing his run to perfection and catching Kozea JL Bourg absolutely stone cold. Nelson, back it goes to Jefferson, the December arrival from Sassari in the Italian league. Very experienced player. And that's Lopez Arostegui reading that and knocking it away. A little bit more hustle defensively here from Valencia at the start of this second quarter. Brandon Paul, once of Ulm, once of the San Antonio, has played everywhere. Anadolu Efes, Istanbul, Olympiacos, you name it, he's been there. And he's got a wide open 3 here, which he sinks effortlessly. Brandon Paul with Bourg's first triple of the night. Sestina to Badillo. Badillo with a creative pass. Sestina, Lopez Arostegui wide open, and that goes. Well, 4th time of asking there for Xavi Lopez Arostegui. But it drops, and it dropped clean. Here's another look. That one doesn't drop. Benitez will pick up a perfect rebound and converted another offensive rebound. Turned into points by Hugo Benitez off the Paul miss. Their offense still clicking effortlessly here, Bourg. Sestina, no, that's not going to happen. Bourg on this possession looking to open up a double-digit lead. Benitez sends it outside. Brandon Paul for 3. In it goes. Look at this. Well, you don't want to be giving Brandon Paul looks like that. He's burned them twice here. And no sign yet that Valencia have turned a corner in this game. They now trail by 12. De La Rey to Badillo. Sestina. Yeah. Well, they're going to have to fight fire with fire here, Valencia. They've got so many good 3-point shooters. They've got to make the most of them. Badillo hustling back there, but unfairly. Jefferson doing well to keep possession under pressure. Did see Brandon Jefferson back in the Eurocup duty in Slovenia with Union Ljubljana back in 2016-17 season. Well, Sestina with his 3rd triple of the game, but Brandon Paul has helped himself to a couple, one on either side, to keep Bourg comfortable here. Looking to get a double-digit lead again on this possession. Castaneda. Nice attack, and again, nobody there, and it's a foul has been called here on Jorge Carot, one of the youngsters, I think it is, yeah. Look at the space he's got here. Puerto in for Lopez Arostegui as Benitez, who's been a real live wire. Misses the and one, but possession will stay with the visitors, as Ojale gets the final touch. Here's Benitez again. Sent back. Ponce. Carot trying to play some defense and has done well, the youngster. Just stood his ground. Nice. Attack from Puerto. Oof. Well, the Valencia transition game firing. Puerto knocking that down, but they still trail by 9 here. Bourg with that's a lovely pass. Castaneda with a peach to Ponce in full flow. Bourg's offense is fired up. I mean, this is 41 points with 14 minutes played in this gym. That's a miss from Puerto. Paul it was that collected the rebound. They're playing at a real high tempo here, Bourg. And Valencia just don't seem to be able to match it. Castaneda with a nice feed, Ponce. Just look at the cruising effort there. That's a miss. Benitez hasn't missed many off that Ponce feed. There's a nice feed, and what about that? Jorge Carot, the 18-year-old with his first Eurocup points. Getting outplayed by the team that, quite frankly, wants it more right now. Remember, it's win and they're in for Bourg. Lose, and you're relying on Cluj losing in Greece, and that's not something you want to have to do. It's Venice that are probably sweating now at the moment, sitting watching this. They did their part yesterday, but knowing that they need Bourg or Cluj to lose tonight, otherwise they'll be missing out. At the moment, Bourg looking comfortable. Coquila with the offload back to Benitez. Benitez sends it back. Another wide open look, and that's not going to go. Puerto will collect. Jovic, the steady Eddie, with the nice feed, and hey, he's done it once, he's done it twice. Jorge Carot goes 2 for 2. Stefan Jovic says, "Attaboy, kid." Benitez almost coughed it up, hung on nicely there, and it does somehow get it through. And there's no call there on Coquila, and look at what they do with it. Almost a broken play, and then Maxime Salash says, "I got your backs, guys." His first triple of the night, make that 9 points for him, as well as 5 rebounds. Just when it looked like Valencia were making some inroads, it's back to a double-digit deficit. Jovic, back it will go to Jones. Carot releases. Jones says, "I don't need you." He's got an open look, and a first triple for Chris Jones. And Bourg have got to be concerned about the fact that Valencia have finally got their range from downtown. That is such a strength. That's 7 triples they've knocked down now. Paul trying to get along the baseline, will feed inside, and Coquila will take it. Been working very well on the interior in this game so far, Bourg. 4 minutes still to go in the first half, and it's Valencia, who are used to piling up the points in their own backyard, are watching the opponents rattling up the big score. Big applause for Jorge Carot, who played less than a minute against Cluj earlier in the season. Well, has just played over 3 minutes there and has contributed his first rebound and his first 4 points in Eurocup play. But he will sit down. Salash. Coquila. Ayayi is back. That one not going to have enough on it, and Puerto can't get it either, and Coquila will clean up, and another pounce from Bourg. I tell you, their offensive rebounding has been strong tonight, as well as all the other phases of their game. Ojale will have to send it back. Well, he's been knocking them down all night long, but Nate Reavers misses with that one. Knocking them down all night long. He was only 2 for 2 on the inside. And again, beautiful movement, and Coquila, oh, he misses. But they've got it again, another offensive rebound. That's Ayayi. And another steal. Well, Salash picks the pockets there and just slows it all down. 3 to play here first half, and De La Rey with the foul there on Salash. Valencia just shell-shocked here. I mean, they can't make a stop. No defense at all, and nobody anywhere near Joel Ayayi, who just strode through as Valencia defensively turned to statues, and you can just hear what the turnovers. They're up to 9 already, Valencia. Chris Jones trudges off dispiritedly. Puerto with the inbound here. And at some point, you get the feeling Pedro Martinez is going to start reading the riot act here. Badillo, De La Rey, and that was over-ambitious. Got away with it. Got away with it. Ayayi's thinking, I got myself another one. And he's not far away. Oh. Puerto, I think, well, it was Coquila and Usher there together. Puerto knew they were there and then just said, go on again, guys, do your worst. Could have caught either of them. It's Usher that will be assessed. Puerto, first appearance at the line in this first half for Valencia. Puerto goes 2 for 2. Here's Joel Ayayi, playing in Nanterre last season. Salash, Coquila, Castaneda. And there'll be a pot shot coming up here, nothing doing, and they will collect a defensive rebound here. Usher miscues De La Rey. Puerto, nice feed. He'll have a look for himself here. Badillo, beautiful. Branco Badillo knocks down his second triple. And Frederic Fautouk's very aware that as poor as Valencia have been, Eight points the difference, still 2 minutes to go in this first half, would you believe? This is going to be a wild one. I'd imagine that it'll get pretty heated in that Valencia locker room at half-time, and that's just a bit too much on it. Coquila struggling to try and corral that. Usher really unloading on the pass. De La Rey. Oh, beautifully done. Nate Reevers with the freedom of the paint to deposit his third on the inside. And the gap now down to 6. Castaneda's going to get picked up for that one. Reevers stands his ground. Reevers had a strong shift on the defensive end of things. Are they calling this the other way? They are indeed. So the youngster back in. Jorge Carot. Coming of age night for him. Castaneda drills it back. Ayayi continues the drilling, and there we go. Back to business. Jordan Usher, once a Besiktas, with that inside attack that Bourg have been working so effectively all night long. Badillo again. I mean, it's not a steal, it's a gift. Ayayi collects that. Ayayi will set up Castaneda, who will take a 3 on, and it's in and out. Lopez Arostegui collects inside the final minute then of this first half. Valencia still down here by 8. Ayayi with the foul on De La Rey. 9 offensive rebounds in the half for Bourg, 6 steals. They forced a total of 10 turnovers. Well, at least Valencia's offense has got some rhythm now. And as I say, when Valencia offensively get going, there's not many teams can stay with them. De La Rey, Lopez Arostegui says, give me the and one. Coquila hits the deck, pounds the floor in frustration as Lopez Arostegui just bamboozled him here. Time Joven Tutman with the and one. Makes it a 5-point game, less than a minute to go. Remember, Bourg were leading by as much as 13. Ayayi. Salash, nowhere to go. Started to tighten things up defensively a little bit now. Valencia, they're going to need to do something here. That's Sestina. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, Sestina with the nod as if to say, yeah, you got the right guy. They'll catch Usher. Well, that little double move. Now, 30 seconds to go. A score here for Valencia and a stand. And I think they'll consider this second quarter a job well done. It's been a 29-point quarter from them. Oh, Sestina all on his own. Boom. Gone. Sestina on fire from downtown. 4 triples. It's a 2-point game. And that's what Valencia can do. Castaneda looking to have the final word. Does it go? Yes. Coquila, the clean-up man, right on the buzzer. And Bourg needed to hear that buzzer, because as well as they've played, Pedro Martinez's squad finally...
Maxime, the team is playing with a lot of energy. You were dominating the paint, but in the last minutes, just Valencia Basket just found a little bit its rhythm, right?
Yeah, it's a close game. They try to play really fast. They're trying to use the fast break, you know, so we got to stop that in second half and do a better job on defense.
Okay, thank you.
And Rivas with a big shift defensively and 3 of 3 inside as well. Second half then underway with the visitors leading by 4. Valencia trailing 50-54 here. Bourg needing a win, and they start off badly. Ayayi has his pocket picked, and it's a freebie. Nate Rivas off the turnover with nobody anywhere near him. That's not the start Bourg wanted. Ayayi got his pocket picked. Here comes Castaneda. We've got a whistle there, and that's Jordan Usher, I think they'll catch. Or is it yeah, it's Coquila they've picked up. Ooh, this is not a good start to the half. A steal, then an unnecessary offensive error there from Kevin Coquila. Valencia can draw level here, maybe even take a lead. Jovic to Rivas. Ojale gets it. Back it'll go to Stefan Jovic. And, that'll be Rivas all day long. Castaneda's okay after that little push-off. That gets tipped as well. Jones knocks it up. Ojale gives it straight back to him. There's a beautiful feed, another one, and Lopez Arostegui has it knocked away. Salash. They'll keep possession here, but this is shaky from Bourg. It really is. An offensive foul, a couple of turnovers already in the first minute of this second half. Well, some confidence in this young man. Jorge Carot back on the floor. As Lopez Arostegui with the swing and the miss. Bourg get away with it, not punished. Castaneda. Jovic guarding him. He'll have a look. That was never going to go. Certainly made some defensive adjustments. And they needed to. Valencia. Pedro Martinez would have been really alarmed at the ease with which attackers were just slicing into the paint unchallenged. There's another guy going unchallenged, and Chris Jones ties this one up at 54-54, minute and a half of the third quarter gone. And the Bourg squad is knocked down 27 points in each of the first 2 quarters, yet to open their account here in the third. Usher looking to do something about that, and that's how you do it. Nothing but 9 on there for Usher. Jones. Oh, hello, Jovic. And that's a Yai again. Second foul on him. Clever from Jovic. Doesn't knock down too many threes. I think there's always a fake from there anyway. Certainly did enough to just draw the foul. Lovely pass. And Jones, now he does get open. The wing three. Never in doubt. Chris Jones, 2 for 2 from downtown. Valencia inside the first 2 minutes of this third quarter take the lead. Salash. Castaneda. Castaneda tries to get it through, and Ponsa is there to clean up. Nobody stayed with him, so Jean-Marc Ponsa will put Bourg back in front. Jovic. He will have a look for 3. Well, I think Bourg thought, well, he doesn't take threes very often. We can leave him alone. Big mistake. Valencia back in front. The threes keep on coming. That's 11 now on 22 attempts. That's much more like it. Pass was high. He's done well to keep that in, and he's done even better to finish the job there. That's real good stuff there from Ayai. Bourg back in front. Jones, no. Is he going to get away with it? Yes. Ponce swatting away the first effort. Jovic. That's a big feed inside there, and Carot got in front of his man, and Ayai will pick up another foul for that one. These fans liking what they're seeing of young Jorge Carot, who played a matter of seconds against Cluj earlier in the season in his first year as a senior player, but getting a real good workout here. It's Jones who will check out. Badillo and Puerto on the floor here. That's never going to work. Poor pass from Badillo. Jovic takes one for the team. What do they think about that? Jovic gets it. Says, come on, guys. You can't be giving me for that one. But yes, they are. They reviewed it. Didn't like it, so Castaneda. Jovic still trying to make his point here. Well, that's nicely done by Xavier Castaneda. Frederic Foutoux sees his team back to 4 points in front, which is where they were at the interval. Badillo. Puerto will take a look. Nowhere near. Nice bit of recycling from Badillo, who turns, looks for a corner 3, and that won't go either. Big collect from Salash. Outlet pass is ambitious, but it drops nicely. Castaneda there to pick it up. Salash with the release. Ayayi takes on, sends it to Ponce. And that's nice. It's a really nice attack from Bourg. Jovic. Oh, no, not going to get through there. Oh, so he'll come back and have another go with the clock ticking. And, oh, my goodness. Well, they're anxiously awaiting news out of Greece as well, where Cluj have been playing in Thessaloniki. A Cluj loss, and Bourg will be through whatever happens here. But if Cluj win, Bourg will have to win to force Venice out. Ojale back on the bench. Sestina. Once Fenerbahce back on the floor. De La Rey to Branco-Badillo. De La Rey will keep sending it, keep working it. Here he goes again. No, we've got a whistle as a big collision. Sestina rims out anyway. De La Rey involved in a big collision. Now the youngster saying, "What did I do?" A sentiment echoed by Coach Martinez. Oh, there it is. They didn't like the contact from Sergio De La Rey. It's Badillo. It's even more confusing now. Let's have another look at this. Well, oh well. Let's move on. Salash, Castaneda. Castaneda can't get that one. Well defended by Sestina. Oh, that's nice. De La Rey. No, knocked down Ponce, but it's picked up beautifully by young Jorge Carot. He's having himself some game. Oh, the big defensive play in vain. It fell nicely for the youngster. He knocked down his third field goal. Picked up his second rebound as well. Here's Ayayi. Still the 4-point lead is there for the visiting team. Ponce. He'll have a look here, Usher. Never going to happen. Collected by Sestina. Straight into the breadbasket. Badillo. Nice move, then coughs it up. Manages to hang on to it. He's lucky. Confident passing. Still plenty of time on the shot clock here. But yeah, he really took a blow to the shoulder there. And that one really hurt. And the arm was moving forward. It's unintentional from Ponce. It's all got a bit bitty this third quarter, hasn't it? I think that'll suit Bourg after that slow start. That first minute and a half. They look very, very shaky. Settle themselves back down here. And it remains a 4-point differential. 5.5 gone in quarter number 3. Oh, Sestina spills it. Oh, my goodness me, that's very, very loose from Sestina, and are they going to pay for it as well? Salash, or rather Benitez, the jumper. Yeah. Some distance on that one, but Usher, one-time Besiktas man, cool as you like. Jones. Sestina will give it back to him. He'll have a look. Nope. And who's going to get that? Salas just shepherds it out of bounds before Badillo can get there. That's smart play. Valencia's turnovers up to 14 now. They do force 17 per game, Bourg. That's a nice feed inside. Can he get an angle here, Salas? Yes, he can. And just like that, Bourg have opened up a bit of daylight here. Salas leading the way. Sestina. Badillo. Salas is there to block him out. Sestina takes this. Low post. Tough angle. Makes it look easy. Sestina moves up to 14 points with his first 2-point shot of the game. Benitez coughs it up. Here comes Jones. Less than 3 to go in quarter number 3, which has been a lot less scoring than we saw in the first half. And it opened up really nicely for Branco Badillo. He goes to double figures for the night. And the difference back to 4 again. Jefferson whips it out. Salas can't pull the trigger. We'll take this one on, though. Oh, and it's a miss, but a putback is there from Ponce. Ponce with the putback. Bourg moved to 72 points. Oh, we're really to go there for Badillo. Somehow it's got through to Sestina. Sestina keeps it just about under control and has to send it back to Jones. Badillo looks again. Badillo in and out. Oh, a gravity defier. Looked for all the world like it was in. Then changed its mind. Usher will bring it back the other way. Rivas won't let him shoot, so it'll go back to Benitez. Nice pass from Benitez. He'll get another look at this. Goes for the jumper, top of the key. That's sweet, sweet. Bourg going back to a high level of efficiency now on their offense. Jones, where's this go? Rivas banks it in. He moves to 10 points. Ponce back to Benitez. Nice little move from Benitez. Lovely pass. Salas all on his own. Thank you very much. Timeout is called. Again, that was too easy. Well, this is what they're doing in the first half. Working on the interior. Badillo getting that to open up for him. And at the other end, there's Ponce with the putback. Benitez, very smooth again. Just over a minute to go in this third quarter. Bourg are winning the quarter at the moment. Here's Jovic back on the floor. Ojulay's out there as well. Carotti's there. Jones decides to take it himself, and good enough. Just got the inside step there on Ponce. Benitez. All on his own, Jefferson. Back it goes to Paul. Paul will take a 3 on that's well short. .30 seconds to go then in quarter number 3. Jovic. Bourg get a good possession off the back of this, whatever happens. Ojulay low post working Jefferson. He's got some support there as well, but Ojulay finally, inside the final few seconds of the third quarter, opens his account for the evening. Valencia's top scorer Makes it a 4-point game again. Jones will impede Benitez. We have got a tied quarter here at 22-22. It is going to set up some finish. Still time for Bourg to get the last word as well. Jefferson with the inbound to Benitez. Benitez will have to take it himself. No, he won't. He'll feed. That's knocked up in the air. That's a really good bit of defense. And I tell you, Ponce is very slow to get up as Ojale was there. And Ojale, he's going to make sure that it's Brandon Paul that was knocked down there. So, remember, Bourg win and they're in. If they lose, they need to hope that there's a result goes their way in Thessaloniki, where Cluj are playing Aris. And again, open up nicely. Branco Badillo, the Senegalese player who came over from Manresa, where he was coached by Pedro Martinez last season, doing it again. Oh, left all on his own in there. Nothing doing though. Rivas collects. That's a big miss. Brandon Paul, yeah, just tough break there as Brandon Jefferson gets picked up for the foul, but it was not a gimme in the corner there for Brandon Paul, but he knows that's the kind of shot you've got to have. Now that could be a cause for a conversation. Jefferson mugging Stefan Jovic there, and it's a test of nerve here on the road, where only gotta be. Don't think Brandon Jefferson can have any complaints about that. Jovic ties it up. Badillo with the inbound. Valencia looking to take the lead here. Jovic pulling all the strings, taking it himself, banking it in. Stefan Jovic. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful from the veteran. And Valencia with a lead, just over 9 to play in the regular season. Jefferson reverses his field, finds a wide open Brandon Paul. And does this go? No. Ojale collects. Out of luck again, Paul. Jovic getting increasingly influential. Beautiful passing. Lopez Arostegui, corner 3. No. Branco Badillo picks up the offensive rebound. Gets another look at it here. Badillo. No. Oh, we got a whistle. Oh, my goodness. Valencia pouring it on here and Bourg wobbling. Well, the good news for Bourg is that a 3 didn't drop. The bad news is Ponce gets called for the foul. He is replaced by Kevin Kokila. You do not want to be playing catch-up in this gym, ever. Brandon Paul. Bourg are really just holding on here. Definitely nerves around that visiting bench. Just a 2-point game, though. Here's Badillo. Badillo will attack, gets past Kokila. Oh, no, he doesn't. Kokila's there to knock it away. Jefferson goes for three. Jefferson strings it. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Bourg. In transition, Jefferson's triple restores the lead. Jovic won't get it either. Now Bourg, another little shift in momentum off that huge Coquila block. Benitez. Here he goes again. That one isn't going to drop for Jefferson. Ojale. Nice feed. Badillo. Badillo can't get the shot away, but he's got Rivas, and Rivas goes in and out. Oh, Bourg right in their luck. This 1-point lead. Jefferson. Nelson will send it to Benitez. Badillo's with him. Coquila. Clock is ticking here. Rivas gets picked up for that. Well, there's that big block. Kevin Coquila saying, and straight back down the other end. And Brandon Jefferson says, A huge, huge play. I'll tell you, Jorge Carot, the youngster's getting some on-the-job learning here, isn't he? Fourth quarter in a tight game like this. Now, does this one go? No, he's in and out. Boy, he's getting no luck. No luck at all. Badillo. He's got Coquila in front of him. He'll think twice about taking him on. Jones. Hello. Whoa! What about that? Well, anybody at any time. Semi Ojale, who's not had his shooting game very effective today. The man who averages 2.4. 7:05 remaining in the regular season for these two teams. We will see Valencia in the playoffs. Will we see last year's beaten finalist Bourg in the playoffs? A win will guarantee it. Ayayi. Salash will give it back to him. Salash will take that, draws a big crowd, and that's so smooth from Maxime Salash. Straight back down the other end it goes, and out! Oh, Carot had to have that one. Ayayi looking to get him back in front, not going to do it that way. Jones reads his mind, picks it off. Badillo, nope. He's been firing a few blanks lately. Franco Badillo. So it's Ayayi again. Jefferson. Jefferson spins out of trouble. Oh, he's got to look, he's got to look, he's got to look. Oh, will not go. Puerto. Badillo. Jones attacks it. And draws the foul as well. Coquila arriving late. Again, deadly in transition, Valencia. Jones stepping up big time. Coquila desperately trying to get the block. Ends up with foul number 4. Talk about fine margins. It's a lovely pass down the line from Badillo. Coquila almost there. But instead, it's foul number 4 and an and 1 for Jones, who has not made an appearance at the line tonight. Well, Valencia have had 6 free throws and converted them all. And they are now front running as Jovic comes back in. I said earlier, you don't want to be playing catch-up against Valencia. Not only just a 1 defeat here in the Eurocup, but 9-0 in the league, including a win over Real Madrid. This is a tough house to get a win. Well, they're still right in it here, Bourg, with 5:40 to play. Ayayi, Salash, Usher's got a look. Nailed it. Jordan Usher moves to 13 points with his first triple of the night. And we're tied again. Jones. No, where's that going to go? It ends up with Ayayi. Castaneda. Usher had a look. And decided to attack, and Josep Puerto will be the guilty party. Only his first foul. There's another look at that transition, turning into a three-pointer with the and one from Jones. At the other end, Usher. That's not what Bourg need at the moment in a game that's as close as this one is. Got a chance to give Bourg the lead, and that's not gone either. Salash can't get it. Sestina picks it up, then coughs it up. Oh! Well, Jones wasn't expecting it. He wasn't alert. And a really unnecessary turnover there for Valencia. So Jordan Usher with the inbound. They can still get back in front here as we reach 5 minutes to go. Castaneda. No. We'll get another bite at it. Castaneda with the feed outside. Here it goes. Three-pointer incoming. Joel Ayayi says thank you very much. Wow, that's a big play. Ayayi with his second triple of the night. Bourg back in front. We're inside 5 to play. Sestina to Puerto. Back it goes to Jovic. Carrot runs the screen. Jovic! Wow. Well, he's only had 3 triples all season, Stefan Jovic, but 2 in this fourth quarter. Tie it up. Salash, lovely feed. Poncer, beautiful. Salash's pass, absolutely off the scale good. Bourg back in front. Can they stay in front? Jones looking to do something about it. Ties it up again. Chris Jones with a 15-point game. Every chance we're going to have another one of those 100-point games. They've had 10 already this season, Valencia. Oh, hello. Usher. There's going to be a call there. Not sure who got there first. It may well have been Carrot. Nothing there from Puerto. Sestina's coming in. Does he get the first contact, or is it Carrot? They've called Sestina as the first man in. Well, on the evidence we've seen today, we're going to be seeing a little bit more of that young man over the years. Usher. He had that 19-point game back in round 9 in France against Valencia. Put in a very strong shift here as well. He'd missed 3 field goals, free throws in a row. So that one was not a gimme. That's his 14th point. Yeah, that's clutch from Jordan Usher. And Bourg back in front. Lopez Arostegui with the unnecessary offensive foul. Ayayi. Nice feed. Castaneda. Badillo on him. Poncer. Bit out of his range. This isn't. He'll take it on, but it's not going to go. And Badillo collects the feed to Lopez Arostegui. He's coughed it up on a foul from Usher. Again, a little bit out of luck there, Jordan Usher. Castaneda, actually, but either way. Yeah, it is Castaneda, it wasn't Usher. It'll be Lopez Arostegui. And Sestina giving way to Ojale. Lopez Arostegui. Looking to level it up again. He's not going to do it. Haven't seen much of Matt Costello on the right today. Just a couple of minutes from him. Picked up a couple of fouls, and that was thank you and good night. No, the second one's horrible. Ayai. Bourg. Trying to get over the line here. What a chance they've given themselves. Usher, this is brilliant. He's out of luck, though. He gets it straight back, though. Comes back to him. And he'll recycle it. No, he won't. He's out of luck. Jovic will bring it away. This will end up with Rivas, and we're level again. Stefan Jovic continues to pull all the strings. 8 rebounds now for the crafty old veteran, who also has 10 points and 4 rebounds. And we're inside 3, and it's a tied game again. Castaneda, Usher takes it on over Lopez Arostegui, and again, unlucky. Rivas will pick up the rebound. Jovic looking to bring it away. 2.5 to play, tied game. Jovic sends it back out. Lopez Arostegui, Usher on the foul. Had to take that one. Valencia back in front. Second one won't go. He's been a bit wasteful, Lopez Arostegui. He's missed 3. Ayai. They've got in each other's way. Ayai finds Salash, and Salash just won't go. Ponce can't believe the call against him. What did I do? Oh, let's have a look and see what he did do. Look at that. Again, it's fine margins, isn't it? So after all that, we come down to 2 minutes to go. Bourg playing for their Eurocup lives here. Badillo, 1-point game here. A game that Bourg, Nate Rivas can not only kick himself for that offensive foul, but he can also say goodnight. They're starting to run out of bodies with Sergio De La Rea. Obviously not coming back with that older shoulder injury, and Rivas on 4 fouls cannot do that. That's another turning point in this game. Castaneda, can they hold their nerve here? Castaneda driving through. It's Lopez Arostegui on the backside. Will just get the contact there. This has got every chance of coming down to the final possession. Castaneda to Ayai. Kilo with the screen. Ayai just bursts through, and that's not... Oh, Ojale thought he had himself a block. Again, fine margins. How close was that? Now it's Bourg back in front. Yai moving to 15 points alongside Usher and Salash. It's been very balanced tonight from Bourg. Inside the final 90 seconds of the regular season, Lopez Arostegui drives through and restores the Valencia lead. Double figures for him. The 6th Valencia player into double figures. Talking about balance. Well, can Bourg survive this atmosphere? Remember, with the news from Thessaloniki that Cluj have won against Aris, Bourg's only route to the postseason is to win here in Valencia and leave Venice on the outside of the postseason picture. They trail by a point as we come down to the final minute. Salash! Oh, won't go. Jovic collects the big rebound inside the final minute. Ojale thought about it, slowed it down. Jovic slows it even further down. Sestina. Oh, who's going to make a move here? Oh my goodness, Kevin Kokila. Oh. Good night, Kevin. Well, he'll have to watch the remaining 43.3 seconds from the bench, but this is the guy, if you're Bourg, you'd want to send to the line. Lopez Arostegui 2 for 5, but that one drops. But Valencia know they need 2. And Lopez Arostegui delivers 2. Huge pressure on Bourg now. Last year's beaten finalists on the brink of elimination right here. Benitez, who brings such energy. Still working it. Lopez Arostegui's there to knock it away. A few more seconds off the clock. Things getting a little bit heated in there. Ojale and Usher engaged in a respectful conversation. But things tense here now. Bourg 31.6 seconds away from elimination in the regular season. And their three-point shooting tonight against the best three-point defense in the competition has been poor. 7 of 23. Can they get an 8th here to at least tie it up? He'll look for it here. Castaneda! No! And Usher has done really well there. There is a call, goes against Lopez Arostegui. Yeah, get the feeling this one had to drop. Has to drop. Great hustle from Usher there. Lopez Arostegui forced into the little nudge. It's a bit bigger when you see it at that angle. A few more seconds off the clock. Sestina, who had only just sat down, back in again. But Dio it is who will check out. Jovic and Jones staying on with Lopez Arostegui. Ojale and Sestina. Oh. Well, Usher has had his problems from the stripe. That's his 4th miss. And that might just be see you next season time to Bourg. And the second one won't go. Lopez Arostegui says, I've got this. And Frederick Fotux knows the game may well be up now. Tough for Jordan Usher, who's had a great game. But he's never been confident from the line. And that was not the guy that Frederick Fotux would have sent to the stripe if he'd had the chance. Salash will take the foul. Jovic has been so dominant in this second half. All that experience. I mean, 10 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, couple of steals. Really good numbers for the 34-year-old veteran of over 8 EuroLeague seasons, an Olympic silver medalist as well. Well, still a chance here because Lopez Arostegui has been a bit shaky, but that one surely puts this out of sight. And the second drops as well. And last year's beaten finalists are on the way out of the competition here. Nothing doing. Offensive rebound is collected and banked in. Castaneda, just a glimmer of a chance here. Oh, more than a glimmer. Oh, wow. Wow. Thought for a moment Bourg were going to get this possession. Seven. Jovic with the inbound to Jones. Castaneda doing what he has to do. Jones not one of those players you want to send to the line. Jones is shooting 94% this season. That's not the guy you fouled, but he had no choice. Had to do that. And they are 1 point away from an 11th 100-point game of this 18-game regular season. Eight games out of 9 at home in the competition, and Valencia have racked up 100 points. This was a bumpy one. It was a bit up and down. Pedro Martinez will acknowledge that, I'm sure, but they've recovered. Empty the tank time. It's got to be quick, it's got to be accurate. Salash. And it's not quick. Jones won't let him turn, but now he will, and he's knocked down a beauty. 1.8 seconds remaining. And that'll do it. There is no foul call, and this one is finally over, and so too is Bourg's Eurocup campaign. Last year's beaten finalists bow out at La Fonteta.